Cat and Dog Theology. Depending upon who is the main character of the Bible or who is primary, you will have two very different types of theology. Now, most people believe that cats and dogs are wonderful creatures. This is our family pet, a puggle named Rascal. And this is our neighbor's cat, Tink. As you know, cats and dogs are very different. Consider how they approach you when you come home from work. Who greets you as you park your vehicle in the driveway? It's the dog, isn't it? He wags his tail like a helicopter rotor and slurps you up one side of the face and down the other. He's so excited to see his master. Well, what about your cat? Well, most cats are probably inside the house, so as you approach the front door, you're thinking, I can't wait for my cat to leap into my arms as I enter. But as you open the door and peer inside, you see him fast asleep in your favorite chair. He might open one eye and seem to say, oh, it's you again, and then go back to sleep. Consider the differences also when it comes time to going outside. If you have a house-trained dog and cat, you know what I'm talking about. A dog will simply give a little yip and stand by the door and wait till you let it out. The cat, on the other hand, has a completely different approach. If seated by the window, it will stand up, arch its back, and look out the window. And if you've been trained by your cat, you know that's the cue to let it out. Hate to break it to you, but as someone once said, dogs have masters, cats have staff. You're just staff to your cat. You walk over to the door, you open it and say, here kitty, out you go. And what does the cat do? He looks at you and patters over toward the table. Now the cat has all the time in the world. It might arch its back around a table leg. It may even come over and do that to you. Little side note here, you're no more to your cat than a table leg. Okay, so you're holding open the door, waiting for the cat to go out. It finally walks over and stands by the door, half in and half out. It has all the time in the world. After all, you're waiting on the cat, not the cat on you. You get the picture? Cats and dogs are very, very different. Your dog says to you, you feed me, you pet me, you shelter me, you love me. You must be God. You must be God. But cats say almost the very same thing. You feed me, you pet me, you shelter me, you love me. Ah, I must be God. I must be God. Now, unfortunately, this joke characterizes practical Christian theology today. Dog theology says, you must be God, whereas cat theology says, I must be God. Now, cat Christians really don't say that, I must be God. They know that's theologically incorrect. So instead, a cat Christian will say, it's all about me. It's all about me. Jesus lives to make my life safe, soft, easy, and comfortable. Yeah, it's all about me. They think about their Christianity in these terms as well. Sure, I'll go to church. I'll even slog through the snow to get there. I'll teach Sunday school. I might even work with the young people. But deep down inside, I'm doing all of this for me. For me. Why? Because I believe that Jesus left the Father's glory for me. He suffered for me. He died for me. He's gone back to heaven to prepare a mansion for me. He's up there right now interceding for me. And he's coming back someday for me. I wonder who he lives for. Yes, he must live for me. And if I'm going to live and follow God's example, I should live for me too. In a Christian context, of course. But wait a second. Isn't that a wrong conclusion? Didn't we learn earlier that God lives primarily for his glory? Think about it. There is nothing greater than him. Ultimately, God has our best in mind by living for his glory, since the best thing he can give us is himself.